Now, what about your soil mix? I think you mentioned Build a Soil. Are you using, they have like pre-amended mixes, right? Are you using one of those, or did you create a custom mix through Build a Soil?
No, I just bought the 3.0. I mixed up a bunch of 3.0 for my large pot, and then for my smaller pots, I've got the 3.0, and then I've also got some what we have locally here, which is they have Fox Farms, but I don't use the Ocean Forest. I'll mix in some green Happy Frog. Happy Frog. It's a little bit lighter, just because it's a little bit lighter on the wallet, if you know what I mean. So I'll just run over there and grab some of that. Plus, it's local. I can go grab it. I don't have to wait for shipping and all that. So that's basically my mix. And then all my amending is I use the Build a Soil, Build a Veg, Build a Flower. I use a lot of the Rootwise fermented plant extracts, basically the Build a Soil method. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're using the Build a Soil 3.0 mix, and you said you got some Happy Frog as well. Do you happen to know what's in the Build a Soil mix? What does that all consist of?
I know that it's got the rice hulls and peat moss. There's a long, weird word for it. I can't remember it. The peat moss, the rice hulls, and I believe pumice. I'm not 100% sure on every single ingredient.
Okay, I actually just pulled this up. I was curious. So this says ingredients: compost, worm castings, Canadian sphagnum, peat moss, pumice, rice hulls.
Sphagnum, that's the one I couldn't think of.
It's got some basalt in there, trace minerals, fishbone meal, kelp meal. The list goes on. So a whole bunch of different things in there as well. So pre-charged with nutrition to begin. Yeah. And I think a lot of people actually do water only for this mix sometimes, depending on what container you're in. Do you kind of get away with the water only?
Yeah, it says on there that you can do, it'll get you through one full run water only. And you won't have to worry about re-amending until next run. Not 100% sure. I usually re-amend for flour anyway, because I always do the Build a Flower.
Got it. Yeah, I got to imagine that you got to be in a larger container, right, in order to have the water only benefits.
Yeah, not in a small pot. Absolutely not.
Now, you running in smaller pots using that soil. You mentioned that you're using Build a Soil Veg, or Build a Veg, Build a Flower, Root Rise, fermented extract. Can you kind of break down your feeding regimen for us?
So I do mostly just water between amendments. When I do an amendment, I'll do a little bit of the Build a Veg or Build a Flower. I'll add some Kashi blend. What else do I do? Let me see. Kashi blend, Build a Flower, and then some Craft blend for veg. And then when I water that in, I'll water it in with some Rootwise, some of the Q-Yaha, some Thrive, and then some fermented plant extracts. And then I'll give it water for a couple waterings. And I'd say about every third watering or so, I'll give it some fermented plant extracts, and then a little bit, the following water, I will give it a little bit of the Rootwise.
Understood. And I think at first you mentioned Build a Veg. Did you meant Craft blend? Is that right?
Yeah,
that's their veg. Okay,
I did. Yeah, I meant the Craft blend. My bad.
I've used Craft blend for many, many years. I've had success with just that, but I've also done what you've done with Build a Flower for flowering and had some good success there as well. So man, that's a proven thing that I think Jeremy over at Build a Soil he mentioned that stuff flies off the shelf. You know, people just love that.
Craft blend's amazing.
Mix.
Yeah.
It works really well. Yeah, it works really well.
It does. It works wonders.
So, okay, so you're adding amendments in kind of ahead of time, right? Because you know that needs some breakdown to happen. Or do you wait till your plant sees some sort of deficiencies or struggles before you add them in?
I try and add them in before I'll see any deficiencies. But like I said, some of them will eat it up faster than others, and it'll show a little bit of leaf discoloration at the bottom or something. So I'll have to start giving it, I'll re-amend and give it a little bit of Green Rush just to keep it fed, because Green Rush has basically everything it needs, but it also has a little bit of that magical CalMag in it too. So so it really offers everything that it needs, and it'll keep it going as long as that stuff needs to break down.
I did a little research on Green Rush. I know they mentioned that they use organic inputs. It's not OMRI certified, which throw Omri certification out the window. It's a marketing thing, right?
Yeah.
But it's got the organic inputs in there, and I think some of it is bioavailable. So that's what you must mean, right? Is it's like it's fast acting. So if
Yeah.
you need something, it'll be available right away for the plant to uptake. So if you are starting to come across a little bit of a hiccup in some way, adding in that green rush kind of makes sense. So you can get something fast acting that'll help it bounce back quickly.
Yeah. Jeremy recommends a similar thing that's I'm not going to say it's a similar line of nutrients, but they have the I can't remember the name of it, but they have some
Organics Alive.
There you go. That's the one. Organics Alive. He says that you can use that. They'll use that if they need it for immediate nutrition. So that's what kind of made me go, well, I love Green Rush because I've used them before I started using Build a Soil. I was using Green Rush, and being organic, I'm like, well, I can just use this for some immediate nutrition, and it's been working for me when I need it, and so I've just kind of stuck with it.
Nice. Yeah, if it's not broke, you don't have to fix it, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned root-wise and fermented extracts, and I know you touched on it a little bit, but I'd like to get a little bit more detail. When are you using the root-wise? That gets, correct me if I'm wrong, you mix that water and then kind of water it in. Is that right?
Yeah, so typically the root-wise I'll use when I re-amend, and then after I do some fermented plant extracts, the following watering, I'll do some of the root-wise. If I'm in veg, I'll use the regular root-wise. In flower, I'll use the BioPhos bioflower support, I think it is.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that. And then the fermented extracts, is that something that's used throughout the whole grow cycle or only during certain parts?
Typically, I'll use that one in flower. I feel like it adds to the terpene profiles and the terpene production. And I've met the Miles, the guy that owns it, and he's just a fantastic person. So support that guy forever.
This clip is brought to you by Stash Nutrients. Use coupon code THESTASH for a discount on your order.